Alright guys, welcome back. We have another question from the first chapter of Mechanics of Materials by Hibbeler, and we have this sky hook that is used to support the cable of a scaffold over the side of a building if it consists of a smooth rod. So smooth is important for us, that contacts the parapet of the wall at points A, B, and C. So what it's telling us that the contacts that we have at point A, B, C, they're all smooth, meaning there is no friction force on those specific supports, and we need to determine the normal force, shear force, and the moment on cross section at point D and E. So basically, again, another question for internal loadings, but as we discussed, what we need to do in here is that at the end, we're going to cut this structure or frame at point D and E. And once we cut that, we can go with the free body diagram of the simplest section that we have. For example, if we do our cut at point D, so this will be the easier section for us. But the problem with this is that we have the reaction at A missing, and same for the others. Point that we have at point E, we can consider this part of this structure, but again, the reaction at the contact point is missing. So before jumping onto these two cuts and go over the free body diagram, obviously we are missing some information for A and C. So what we're going to do, we're going to start with the free body diagram of the whole frame, so this part, and we're going to try to show all the forces that we have. So we have three reactions, A, B, and C, and because the question is telling us that the contacts are smooth, that means we're gonna have only normal forces. We can call this one NA, this one NC, and here NB. And the smooth means that there is no forces, for example, in this direction here, and same for here, and same for here. So all we need to consider is the normal force. So we are in equilibrium. So far for the free body diagram of the entire structure, we have three unknowns, NA, NB, and C, and we have three equations as well, which are the equilibrium equations. So we can start with sum of all forces in X equals 0. I'm going to show positive friction for X and Y. So looking at this, the only X component that we have on this body is NC and NA. So basically we have NC minus NA equals 0, which means NC is equal to NA. We can move on to sum of all forces in Y equals 0. We can see we have NB positive since it's upward, and they have this negative 18 kilonewtons equals 0. So NB is 18 kilonewtons. So we found one of the unknowns. The next equation that we have is going to be the moment equation, and basically we can go with any points that we want, but since we are missing NA and NC, it makes sense to start with one of these 2 points. Really doesn't matter. We can do maybe NA, the moment about A, and we have this sign convention counterclockwise positive, and this will be equal to 0 as well. So let's see what we have about A. We have the moment of the 18 kilonewton. We can see that the direction is counterclockwise, so 18 times the distance is 0.3. So that's for that. We have the moment of NB. We can see NB is also making counterclockwise moment. We figured that NB is also 18, so 18 times the distance would be 0.2, and the last moment would be the moment of the NC. We can see this one's clockwise, so negative NC, and the distance that we are looking for is the distance from line of action to A, so it's that little distance that we have. And if we want to find that, basically we are looking for this little distance, which is 0.5, and this is 0.4. That little distance is 0.1. Alright, so our NC would be basically 18 times 0.5 over 0.1. We can cancel these. So basically we have 18 times 5, which is 90 kilonewtons. So we have NC, and when we have NC, NA is the same. So this will be also 90 kilonewtons. Alright, so now that we have all the unknowns that we were looking for, we can start our cut. Maybe start with the D first. So we're going to do our cut, and this is the free body diagram that we're going to consider. I'm going to show it in here. All right, so we have the 18 kilonewton on this side. We have NA on the right side of it. We figured NA is 90, so 90 kilonewtons. And here we're going to show all the reactions that we have at D. So we consider one normal force, ND, one shearing force VD, and one bending moment. Again, so now we have the free body diagram of this, and we're going to apply our equilibrium equations to find the unknown. So let's start with the x. Sum of all forces in x equals 0. We have VD negative 90 equals 0, so VD is 90. So that's our shear force. We can do sum of all forces in y equals 0 to find the normal force. So ND minus 18 equals 0. So ND is 18 kilonewtons. And last thing, we're going to do the moment about point D counterclockwise positive. So we're going to have the bending moment that we are trying to figure out. And because we assumed it's counterclockwise for now, it will be positive. And for the directions, you can basically pick whatever direction you want at the beginning. And at the end, if you get a negative sign, that shows that your assumption is not correct. All right, so we have the moment of 90 kilonewtons, which is clockwise. So negative 90 times the distance that we are looking for is this distance. Let's see what we have. Yeah, so that distance is what we have in here, 0.3. And we also have the moment of 18 kilonewton. We can see that this one about A is in this direction. So counterclockwise positive 18 times, and the distance would be this distance. Let's get back to the figure. Yeah, it's 0.3. And because of equilibrium, this will be equal to 0, 2. So our MD would be, we can factor 0.3, and it goes on the other side of the equation. So 90 minus 18. Let's see what we get. 90 minus 1872 times 0.3, and the moment would be 21.6 kilonewton meter. So that was the first part for section at D. Now we're going to move on to E, and same idea. We're going to do our cut at point E, and we're going to consider the bottom part. You can also consider this side of the beam, but it's more complicated, so let's just stick to whichever part that is easier for us. So we have the NC at this point. If we look at here, we have the NC, which we figured is also 90 kilonewtons. So 90 kilonewtons. And same idea here. We have one normal force, NE, one shear force, VE, and one bending moment, ME. And that's pretty much everything. So let's do sum of all forces in x equals 0. We have VE plus 90 equals 0. So that shows our VE is actually negative now. Kilonewtons, the negative sign shows that the correct direction for VE is actually to the left. Sum of all forces in y direction, we have NE as our only force in y direction, so NE is 0. And last thing, the moment about point E, again, remember the sign convention, counterclockwise positive. And yeah, we're gonna have ME because again we assume that it's positive, and the moment of 90 kilonewton, you can see it's counterclockwise, so positive 90 times, we need this distance. Let's just get back to the figure. So yeah, that distance is 0.2. So 0.2 meter. So 90 times 0.2 equals 0. And we can see that ME will be 18 kilonewton meter. And it actually is negative because it will be, if it goes on the other side, will be negative. So that shows that our assumption for the moment was not correct, and the moment is actually clockwise. And yeah, that's pretty much everything for this question. Hope everything was clear. Let me know if you guys have any questions. You guys take care. I'll see you in the next video. Have a good one.